If you're a Gen Xer like me, then you probably watched a lot of appointment TV, or what we used to call TV. And you knew that nothing could get somebody out of the bathroom faster than hearing the theme song to their favorite TV show come on the air. Do you remember these TV theme songs? Let's find out.
Don't you know that you're a grown up? No games, no puns. Not allowed if you're a grown up.
Hi, welcome to Gen X Grown Up. My name is Mo and I am a Gen X Grown Up. Welcome to Guess That TV Show. We'll come up with a better name. So how this is going to work is I'm going to start playing a theme song from a TV show from the 1970s. And after a few seconds, I'm going to give you 3 clues to help you in case you're having trouble. Now, when you see that third clue, that means your time is almost up. So if you haven't guessed it by then, hit pause or just give up. Before we get started, I would like for you to please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We have a ton of really awesome content. And even if you totally hate this video, we have tons of other stuff that I'm sure you'll like. So please subscribe. We really appreciate it. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start you off with a couple easy ones. So here's the first one. Yes, that was the theme to MASH, otherwise known by that uplifting title, Suicide is Painless. MASH ran from 1972 to 1983 and had 256 episodes. It was the #1 rated show for so many years, it was ridiculous. Okay, so hopefully that one was an easy one for you, so let's see if this next one's just as easy. Okay, of course, that was the $6 Million Man. It was based on a novel called Cyborg and was actually a made-for-TV movie before they decided to turn it into a full series. Okay, so let's go on to the third one. That was The Odd Couple that premiered in September of 1970. This show had the dubious honor of actually being in danger of being canceled after every single season, only to get renewed after summer reruns started because its ratings were so high. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This was one of my favorite shows from all time, Taxi. The show ran for 4 seasons on ABC, got canceled, got picked up by NBC, and was able to do a last season. Just looking at some of the big stars that came out of this show, Danny DeVito, Judd Hirsch, Andy Kaufman, Christopher Lloyd. I mean, this show launched so many careers, it's ridiculous. Okay, here's the next one. Of course, that one is Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son was a hit right out of the gate. In fact, it was such a big hit that they used it to drive other shows for that Friday night lineup, including things like Chico and the Man and the Rockford Files. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Of course, this one is Barney Miller, another one of my favorite shows from that time period. Now, this show was unique because it actually did not get canceled by the network. Instead, the writers felt that they pretty much told all the stories they want to, so they were actually able to create a last season that had a final episode which capped off the show. Okay, let's look at what's next. Yep, this one is Mork and Mindy. The character of Mork, played by Robin Williams of course, was actually introduced in Happy Days when Richie Cunningham thinks he sees a UFO. As a matter of fact, after Mork and Mindy was on the air, they did a crossover show where he went back to Happy Days and told them about things in the future. Okay, we're getting to the last few now, so let's go. Yep, this show is Kung Fu with David Carradine. It was rumored that this show was actually created by Bruce Lee, who claimed to have pitched it to the network a year earlier. Personally, I don't know how true or not true it is. It depends what you look on the internet, but I can tell you it's still one of the most iconic shows of its time. Okay, we're down to the last two. Okay, this one was a little tougher. This is Starsky and Hutch. The show first aired in April 1975 and kind of started setting that tone for like the grittier cop shows that you saw in things like the Dirty Harry movies. Okay, now we're on to the last one. Good night, John Boy. Yep, this one is the Waltons. Now, it's said that the Waltons were created because people were complaining that all the TV shows on the air took place in cities and were all kind of like modern and, hardcore and all that kind of stuff. The show was given a terrible time slot, right across from Mod Squad and the Flip Wilson Show, which are both top-rated shows for its time, because the network basically thought that the show was going to fail. Well, it didn't, and wound up becoming one of the longest-running series they had at the time. Thanks for playing, and if nothing else, I hope hearing some of these theme songs really brought back some awesome memories for you like it did for me. That's all from GenXGrownUp. Take care, everybody.
GenXGrownUp is dedicated to bringing you new Generation X inspired videos every week. Here are a couple more you can watch right now, but for even more, subscribe and enable those notifications. And if you love what we do, we invite you to support us over on Patreon. And of course, your feedback in the comments and a quick thumbs up are always appreciated.